Executive producer of The Charlie Kirk Show, Andrew Kolvet, and Turning Point USA's Vice President of Field Operations, Andrew Sypher. They're both here. All right, Andrew, you know Erika so well. Seeing her take the stage last night after everything she's been through, what's going on?
Last night was the moment for Erika to step into that shadow that he's left. We wanted to surprise Erika. And so her intro video, she didn't see this prior. We wanted Charlie to introduce Erika where he's passing the mic to her. She hadn't seen that prior. And so right before she went on stage, you saw it.
Yeah.
She was highly emotional as she realized Charlie was calling her on stage to step into the light, to then usher in this new wave of conservatism for young women, the same as Charlie did with young men.
When she came on stage, I've never seen the audience ever, anywhere, just go so quiet. And they were on the edge of their seats, and they were just so just inspired, and they wanted to hear what she had to say. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, you could hear a pin drop. And what people maybe don't understand from home is that they remained standing for 30 minutes as she gave her remarks. 30 minutes, a bunch of college kids that you can't get to do anything for 30, let alone 30 seconds. They stood there captivated. And this is really, the things that we've learned watching Erika in the aftermath of 9/10 is that she speaks with such authority and such humanity. And it's hard to explain unless you've seen it up close, which you now have. But it is something that you just have to say, God is working through her right now. God is speaking through her. And I know that we can feel the prayers of all the people around the country praying for Turning Point and praying for us. And you can just feel that when you're around Erika. And I think that the students in that audience felt it last night.
You've seen Erika change over the course of the last couple weeks. Describe that for us.
My relationship with Erika, their eldest is the same age as my son. And so our relation was very much talking about kids, raising the kids, to where she is now. And she realizes the mantle that's been passed to her. I think we all realize that. After 9/10, the world was looking to us. Charlie's gone, but what are we gonna do next? And no one has led stronger than her. From the very day after, when she spoke to the world saying, we are not going anywhere. I am going to carry on. Yes, we're gonna find the killer. We're gonna make sure that justice is served. But just in the same way that Charlie would want us to fight, we will do that with her at the helm.
What does that mean, fight, fight, fight? Is that next?
It means that we are gonna make this the biggest thing that anybody's ever seen. Just like Erika said on that Friday after it happened. And I will tell you that she has been so determined. She's been so just clear-eyed, straightforward, and laser-focused on this. And I will tell you, we've got lots of plans. Charlie left us a lot of plans, by the way. People need to know that. We have a vision all the way through 2030 that Charlie was working on, that I saw firsthand, and that Erika saw firsthand. And we've got lots of different things that we're working on, Jesse. And that's what it means. It means to make sure that we do not squander 1 ounce of this energy, this outpouring of love and support for Charlie. We're going to press forward and make sure it's a sacred duty, as I said once before with you, and it really is. We feel that more than ever.
Someone else captured the energy last night, J.D. Vance. How did you think you did?
Remarkable.
Mm-hmm.
When Charlie and I sat down planning out this fall campus tour, one of the first people he said, I want to be on campus with me, was vice president.
Well, they were
vice president.
Yeah.
They want him to be president, and so do we. But Vice President J.D. Vance was someone he wanted to be on campus because he knew if the world could see him the way that he knew that man, that this new wave would be ushered in and this momentum would be unstoppable.
You've seen these campuses up close and personal. Just from September 10th, how have you seen college campuses change?
I mean, it's been night and day. I mean, there was already a lot of momentum,
right.
I will say. And that was thanks large in part to Charlie and the work of our field team and the chapters. But, you go to Ole Miss, that's a chapter that's got 2,000 members at that Turning Point chapter now, 2,000. And I mean, these are stories that we're hearing all across the country, that the membership is ballooning, that new chapters are forming. We're forming almost 50 new chapters a day right now. It's a crazy clip that we're keeping, and the team's doing heroic work.
All right, well, keep up the great work. I know you guys have a lot on your plate, but you're doing a great job. Thank you so much, Andrew. Can't get that confused. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You won't get it anywhere else.